Hi everyone, hope you're well. Now that we've all started going back to our travels, I've always wanted to do a video on travel, the most awkward moments that most of us have experienced. So when you travel, I think there's always that sense of freedom. You're up in the air, your phone is on flight mode, no interactions, you probably don't know the person that's sitting next to you, and sometimes we tend to be too relaxed. Especially when it comes to personal space. We need to define personal space. I'm very keen on that. Personal space, let's just start by queuing on the line when you're checking in. Please, personal space. Don't hurry. The plane is not going to leave you. Relax, breathe. Like, I don't want to feel you like you're on my neck here. And for anyone who is on the queue and sees maybe an old man or a mother with children, it's always polite if you can excuse them. We are all within the check-in time, so the plane won't leave you. Smile to the children, entertain them. And we're like, the cry, this is a trick. When the child is crying and disturbing the parent, just give them do the parent a favor and just give them a side eye and then they'll stop. I personally dread sitting next to someone who wants to make friends. There's that courtesy. How are you? Small talk. But then you don't talk to me for 4 or 5 hours. I'm on the plane, I'm switching off. Also, I want to read my book. I want maybe to have a drink. Just be careful, body language, and I'm not here to make friends. You could if you are in the mood. Something else on personal space when it comes to, especially if you're in economy and the seats are tight together, depending on the plane and the model of the plane. And then you find people who sleep and they, by mistake, lie on your shoulder. Others drool. Others, when the plane is shaking, you want to hold my hand. Gets very awkward. I don't know you, we are all scared. Excessive use of the camera, the phone, taking selfies. Remember, not everyone is comfortable with having their pictures taken, so be careful. And that's why I think I find it very hard to travel the phone. People are entering the plane, you're busy taking selfies. Hold for me this bag. Can you hold for me, take a picture? Come early, arrive early, check in early. Trust me, there are no people. Take those 5 minutes. You can decide to request the flight attendants to help you. This also takes me back to meeting people you like, celebrities or famous people. Again, read people's body language. If you see someone, sometimes, for example, I was traveling, I think last week, and there was a famous athlete on the plane, and definitely the pilot welcomed them to the plane, mentioned them. You can clearly see this athlete is tired and maybe landing to compete. And you're there, all of you are lining up to take a selfie. You can't let the athlete sleep. And not everyone is comfortable and in the mood of taking selfies. Like, be calm, calm down. Another mistake I've seen on the plane is people getting intoxicated, like getting drunk. I remember this one time, I think I was going to Dubai. If you're on business class or first class, the champagne is flowing. So champagne, the champagne is flowing, and what happens, because you're not used to it's not your drink, and then you end up, you're like, okay, let me try it, because that's what they welcome you on the plane with. So this person was welcome on the plane, the champagne, and then after that, instead of changing to their usual drink after the meal, they continued taking the champagne, and then definitely they got intoxicated. They slept. The attendants were trying to wake him up. Still on the point of sleeping on the plane, which is fine. Always set your alarm. Like, I always set my alarm an hour and a half before landing. Number one, because I don't want to crowd at the bathroom, at the toilet, which happens. Everyone, the pilot announces, "Thank you for," and everyone wakes up and everyone is queuing at the toilet. So pace yourself. I always eat and ensure I've had a good meal before I board a plane, because I've had a bad experience before. Sometimes the food is not really fresh. You're experiential and you try different things. You're there trying prawns or seafood, and normally you don't eat that. So I tried that. I tried seafood, and it was a long flight, and I had tummy complications, and on the bathroom it was uncomfortable, it wasn't worth it. And just because the food is free, on a 4-hour flight, you're serving breakfast. You can't have all the 3 options. You can't have vegetarian, eggs, please, like. So on the plane, like I mentioned, every plane is different. Different airlines have different types of plane, and sometimes you have not flown with some of those planes or that model, so you don't know where the TV is, entertainment, you don't know where the remote is, you don't know how to use it. Don't miss out on enjoying a good flight because you're afraid that, what if I don't know, will they judge me? At the end of the day, I was not born on a plane and I haven't experienced all the models of planes. Something else I've experienced on the plane, if you know that you need to use the bathroom many times, don't take a window seat. Please take an aisle seat, because what you're going to do is you're going to make me move for you every 20 minutes. I think we need to think about that. At the end of the day, we're in the clouds. Imagine you're just seeing the clouds. What are you seeing other than takeoff and landing? How many sunsets can you see and sunrise? Yeah, and how many mountains? Like, please. And when we are still at the window seat, I'm speaking to you. Yes, you, the person who, when the plane lands, you cannot wait to stand up and remove your luggage. Remember, sometimes you're the window seat, you're the back. The plane has landed, they know else we are going, all of us are coming out. I know for us, especially in Kenya, people are running to immigration so that you can be the first one for your passport to be stamped. But imagine we're all going to wait for our luggage at the belt. So relax, give us space. And again, personal space. Like, be patient. You know, it takes me back to like high school days when we used to fight for food at the line and the queue. Like, we've all landed and we'll all eventually come out of the plane, unless you have an emergency. Other awkward moments when you enter the bathroom, and this has happened to me many times. You enter the bathroom after someone and there's no reason why they didn't clean up after themselves. You know, you didn't flush the toilet, you know, there are tissues and you can wipe the surface, ensure that you've left the place clean and tidy. Definitely you're not a cleaner, but please clean up after yourself. Don't forget we're all using this little tiny space. Seat switchers who always request to switch their seat, and the ones who are being requested, please understand it's not that deep. We don't need to have a fight. You don't have to sit next to your friend or to your partner. Just remember, it's a certain hours in the air and we are landing. And actually, I always tend to think on the flight, even if I sit next to Mike, we don't talk, we don't speak, we don't say any stories, because on the plane, if you talk, everyone is hearing you unless you're in your own cabin. So actually, I personally ask the person I am with, like, keep quiet. I want peace. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. You found yourself an aisle seat and maybe there are 3 seats and you're in the middle of these 2 friends. Or these 2 strangers who've decided to be friends on this flight. And so they talk over you. Just look at them and you're like, am I invincible? Like, there's some level of decorum on the plane. So for me personally, and I've experienced it before, I will just request one of you. Could we kindly switch seats so that you sit to your friend? Too much PDA. Please, guys. I know love is in the air, and we're actually in the air. Remember, here we have children. We don't need to, even we have things we don't want to see. Why are you leaving your seat and sitting on someone else on the plane? If you can't control your hands, hold yourself. You know, I'm just giving you ideas of reduce the PDA. Like, it's too much, and sometimes it's uncomfortable. Think about the people around you, and don't use the bathroom. The bathroom is not an option, okay? You cannot be holding the bathroom for 30 minutes. Once you're an adult, you understand. You'll just land, and you don't even have to leave far. Just get a room in the airport. I've come to the end of the video. If what I've spoken about you can relate, if it is you, or you're guilty of it, we can do better, we know better. I'm doing better, so let's be sensitive. Please share this video, like, share, comment. Don't feel embarrassed it's been you, because like I mentioned, I've been guilty of these things, but now I know better. And let's all be civil travelers. Until next time, bye-bye.